Hello friends, welcome to NJCF. We are learning social science of 10th standard and we are talking about 4th chapter, that is Literary Heritage of India. In this chapter we talked about ancient literature as well as medieval literature. Now in this video we are going to talk about the ancient universities of India. We have seen that India has rich culture in sculpture, architecture, handicraft, literature, etc. But in terms of education also, India used to provide a great knowledge in different fields. So we are going a great knowledge in different field from ancient time. So in this video we are going to talk about the ancient universities of India. India is recognized to be one of the oldest civilization in the world, and it was a center for higher learning in ancient time. India contributed greatly to the field of mathematics, astrology, astronomy, and other science. Vedic science was so advanced that it could be compared present day's scientific inventions. Education held great significance in Indian society since the Vedic period. Gurukuls and ashram were the main centers of learning. So first of all we will talk about Nalanda University. Ancient Nalanda University was situated at Badgaon village of Patna district in Bihar. The Nalanda gave more importance in Buddhist and Jain tradition. This ancient university also became pilgrimage of Jains, as Mahavir Swami had performed 14 Chaturmas here. So Nalanda University is considered as Jain pilgrimage site also because Mahavir Swami performed Chaturmas on that place. Nalanda was a large Buddhist monastery in the ancient kingdom of Magad. Magad is known as Bihar, and it was a center of learning from 5th century. Kumar Gupta had built a monastery here. Since then, fame of Nalanda had increased. So Kumar Gupta was an emperor of Gupta Empire. He was the son of Chandragupta II. Nalanda University was established during Gupta Empire and it was supported by numerous Indian patrons. There were thousands of priceless treasures of manuscript. So manuscript is handwritten document that has not yet been published. Nalanda was priceless treasures of thousands of manuscripts. This was a pious place of Indian culture. Students from various parts of the world used to come here for study. The great traveler Yuan Zwang also came here. Today only the ruins of the great university, but amidst the ruins one can visualize the glorious culture of India. So Nalanda University was most famous in all over the world. 100 lectures were held in a day and students didn't want to miss even a minute of this. It wasn't easy to gain admission into Nalanda University. It had a very tough entrance examination. University had 10 temples, meditation center, and the greatest library of the world. It had a huge collection of books on literature, astrology, philosophy, science, history, economics, geology, maths, architecture, metallurgy, medicine, and many more. But the most renowned departments were mathematics and astronomy. A student who passed out from Nalanda was considered the ideal student of India. During 5th to 11th century, education was best at Nalanda, and in India at that time had best libraries of the world were available. Many students of India and abroad used to come here for study and research in the library of Takshashila as well as Nalanda University. Yuan Swang took 657 books from here to China. He translated some of the books in Chinese language. He visited in 7th century. There were 7 huge halls in the university. There were 300 rooms for delivering lectures. Special monasteries were built for dwelling of students. Many villages were donated for university sustenance. Food and clothing facilities were provided free of cost from the earnings obtained from those villages. Its book library area was known as Dharmagunj. During 5th to 11th century, Nalanda was a reputed as well as an esteemed center of education, and they provided knowledge in every section of field. But Bakhtiyar Khilji decided to destroy the roots of knowledge, Buddhism and Ayurveda from the country. So he set fire to the great library of Nalanda and burned down nearly 9 million manuscripts. The library was so huge that it took several days to burn it. But good news is that Nalanda University is going to reopen after 800 years. Our Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, unveiled a grand project restoring the ancient Nalanda University to its great glory in 2014. And almost 80% is completed by 2021. So Nalanda was a huge center of learning, and it was one of the reputed universities in the world. Now in the next video we will talk about few other ancient universities.